Welcome to a reflective journey where we unravel the often invisible constraints that shape our lives. In this video, we delve into how our own beliefs create limits and how breaking free from these mental constructs can lead to profound personal growth and unleashing creative potential. Imagine standing before a vast canvas only to find that the palette of colors you reach for has been limited by an unseen hand. In the depths of our own minds, self-imposed barriers often craft the boundaries that confine our creativity and restrict our vision of possibility. At the heart of this exploration lies the realization that these mental constraints, although subtle, exert a profound influence on our perceptions and actions. They are not imposed from without, but rather silently nurtured from within, born from past experiences, internalized criticisms, and unspoken expectations. As we consider the origins of these boundaries, we begin to see how they are woven into the fabric of our thought processes, shaping our responses and, in turn, creating a self-reinforcing cycle that limits potential. Reflect on the moments when fear of failure or doubt has convinced you to settle for less than what you might truly achieve. Is it not intriguing how these internal voices, often dismissed as mere whispers, can dominate our decision-making and stifle innovation? Through meaningful dialogue and measured introspection, we start to unravel the complexities of these invisible barriers, understanding that they are not fixed realities, but constructs of the mind. In this light, the journey of identifying mental limits becomes an invitation to challenge the narratives that restrict us, opening the door to a realm where perception can transform into boundless possibility. In our contemplative journey, we begin to explore the intricate dance between perception and belief. When we cast our minds on the landscapes of our own narratives, we notice that the very way we perceive the world often functions as both a mirror and a filter, subtly reinforcing the limitations we accept as truth. Imagine if the lens through which you observe life were tinted by long-held convictions. How might that color the reality you encounter every day? This interplay between what we believe and what we see invites us to question whether these inherited assumptions truly represent the full spectrum of possibility. Often, by simply accepting a familiar set of limitations, we inadvertently confine our own potential. But what if, within the quiet corners of our minds, there lay an alternative narrative waiting to be discovered? Through earnest introspection, we begin to challenge and reshape the inner dialogues that have long dictated our choices. Each questioning thought serves as a beacon, encouraging us to re-examine those patterns once considered inviolable. What if the boundaries we perceive are not fixed, but rather malleable constructs that can be reshaped by fresh, adventurous thinking? In contemplating this possibility, we step away from a life dictated by fear and habit, opening up a space where transformative change can flourish. The true wonder, then, emerges not solely from embracing new perspectives, but in realizing that our understanding of ourselves and the world is as dynamic as the thoughts that form it. In redefining what we believe to be possible, we gradually unveil the power to remake our reality, inviting limitless growth and creative reinvention. Imagine standing at the threshold of a vast, uncharted territory within your own mind, a realm where the invisible locks that once constrained you are now gently falling away. In this moment, you begin to see that liberation is not merely about discarding the old, but about inviting new possibilities into the space once occupied by self-imposed limits. Picture yourself stepping boldly into a room filled with scattered remnants of past fears and doubts. Yet with every step forward, these fragments dissolve into a mosaic of rich, untapped potential. It is as though every challenge you've faced turns into a stepping stone, each one contributing to a grand design of growth and innovation. As you ponder this liberating act, question the narratives that have long served as silent sentinels over your creative endeavors. Reflect on the times when hesitation whispered that you were not enough, when you accepted the familiar comfort of limitation rather than risking the unknown. What if these inner voices were merely echoes from a past that no longer defines you? The journey of liberation begins with a single, deliberate act of self-awareness, a conscious decision to replace those limiting beliefs with a creative vision that celebrates possibility. In this space, reflective exercises become acts of gentle defiance against the status quo. Imagine setting aside moments each day to challenge a familiar thought, to reframe a self-doubt into a question that sparks curiosity instead of resignation. This practice transforms the mundane act of reflection into a powerful ritual of renewal, where the mind learns that it is not confined by its own memories, but is free to reinvent itself with every new insight. It is in these deliberate pauses and mindful reflections that you unlock the door to a realm where creativity and personal empowerment converge. As you cultivate this inner landscape, you discover that the act of breaking free is itself an invitation, a call to continuously reimagine, to explore the uncharted, and to embrace the infinite reservoir of hidden talents waiting to be unveiled. The power to transform your reality lies not in abandoning your past, but in reinterpreting it, weaving its lessons into a narrative that not only honors who you once were, but also illuminates who you are capable of becoming.